my god. Okay. Alright,
guys.
Another review. Welcome back to ROC Movie Reviews. And in this episode, we will be talking about a film that you finally saw.
Yep.
A film that I saw back in April. And it's still one of my favorite movies of this year. Surprisingly, I didn't think I'd be saying that when I first saw trailers for this. And that is... Whoops.
The one and only.
The one and only... Shazam!
Say my name so my powers may flow through you.
But I don't know your name, sir.
Shazam.
Are you for real?
Say
Okay! Shazam?
This means Billy!
What is happening?
You're the only person I know that knows anything about this Cape Crusader stuff.
Can I...
Oh, yeah. It's crazy, right?
What are your superpowers?
Superpowers, dude? I don't even know how to pee in this thing.
AM to the PM, PM to the AM.
You have super strength!
You just got
Can you fly?
If I quit your PM, I still rock Mercedes. If I quit this season, I still be the greatest.
You okay? Why are you talking?
Be humble. Sit down.
You know, I don't think that's gonna buff out.
Your phone's charged. Your phone's charged.
The hell?
Move that arm, think
You're like a bad guy, right?
Get the bomb off my
Shazam!
Get the bomb off my
Gentlemen!
That ain't right.
You have bullet immunity!
I'm bulletproof.
You're dead.
Sorry about your window,
Have a good
but
night.
you're welcome for not getting robbed. Oh, hey, what's up? I'm a superhero.
So when I first saw the trailers for this, I was like, "Oh, okay, DC." You okay?
Yeah, this fell.
Oh god.
See, I'll put it right here.
Yeah, good idea. Technical difficulties. When I first saw the trailers for this, I was like, I liked that the DCU was going into this more humorous, lighter tone movie.
Yeah.
Because prior to Shazam, we got Wonder Woman, which was great, but we also had Justice League, Batman v Superman, Suicide Squad, and Man of Steel. All really dark-toned movies,
Yeah.
and just really, like, kind of... didn't have a whole lot of humor. None of them really did. I mean, aside from Suicide Squad, but that kind of worked and kind of didn't.
Yeah, I mean, Suicide Squad and Man of Steel were enjoyable, not BVS and Justice League, but this one actually had way more humor than all the other DCU films, and it was actually surprisingly quite good.
It was very good in my opinion. This surprised the heck out of me. I saw this in the theaters back in April, and it was such a surprising movie in so many different ways. It's got some dark stuff in it for sure, but it's also one of the funniest superhero movies I've seen. It's kind of like a superhero version of Tom Hanks's Big, where he like kind of becomes... if you've seen that movie, you know what I'm talking about. It even has a couple references to that movie. This movie's just so much fun, and I'm really excited to see what they do with Shazam's character, because before I was like, I hope it's good. He's supposed to kind of be like Superman, but he's supposed to be cooler than Superman and have more cool abilities. He absolutely does. But what Superman lacks for me that Shazam has is, like, he's funny, he's charismatic, he's just, like, really goofy but awesome at the
So
same
basically,
time.
Superman lacks personality.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I like Henry Cavill's Superman, but again, like, his Man of Steel movie was pretty, like, dark and brooding and just, like, you know? I wanted more character development there. The best performance of Henry Cavill's Superman, I thought, was in Justice League. We'll save that for another video. But that's just what I'm saying. So, Shazam, plot, story, I mean, you kind of seen it for the trailers, but I don't know, he's transported to this area through or this dimension, I guess, through a subway train, and Jamon Hansu's character basically says, "Say my name so my power may flow through you."
Yeah.
Still a funny line. And Shazam's the magic word, that's the tagline of the movie, just say the magic word. And now he's this adult superhero, but he's still a kid inside, so it's like, oh, that's such a fun concept to play with.
Yeah.
Which Superman never... That's not Superman, so they never were able to play with that concept.
No.
So, and now he's got to fight another villain that Mark Strong plays. Dr. Thaddeus Savannah, I believe his name is.
I think so.
Yeah, and he's also surprising in many ways. That's the overall plot story. I mean, it's your general superhero beat supervillain movie, but this movie has so much more to offer in other departments that I wasn't expecting. So that's the plot, the story. Let's get into the cast. So Zachary Levi's Shazam, the adult Shazam.
Yeah.
He's a star. He's so good.
Definitely.
He's got the funniest lines in the movie. He had me cracking up. I almost fell out of my chair from laughing at some of the scenes.
Yeah.
The movie's self-aware. It mentions all the other like Justice League characters at times. It's very fun, and it's got a really nice message about family, and that family doesn't necessarily come from the place that you expect it to come from.
Yeah.
So, it really surprised me in that way. Asher Angel, who plays Billy Batson, who is Shazam, but he's the younger kid version.
Yeah.
Thought he was really good as well. I think they balanced Zachary Levi's Shazam with Billy really well. They both got about the equal amount of screen time. Maybe Zachary Levi had more.
Yeah, I think like Shazam's character kind of had more screen time.
But they would, because
He's the main star.
He's the main star. That's what you want to see. But again, I thought the kid did really well, and I was pretty impressed by him, and obviously by Levi.
Yeah.
What's his name from It? It's what is his name? He played Eddie, Jack Dylan Grazer. Thank you. You didn't do anything. I just looked it up.
Yeah.
Jack Dylan Grazer in this movie. So he was great in It as Eddie, one of my favorite characters. As Freddie Freeman, his disabled foster brother, if you will.
Yeah.
He's so funny.
Yeah, definitely.
He's so funny. Like his chemistry with Zachary Levi and Asher Angel, it's infectious, and he's constantly like referencing things, and you'd think that would get old and annoying.
Yeah.
But he balances it so well that he also does the emotional scenes really well too.
Definitely.
He's a great actor. Freddie Freeman, he was awesome. I'm trying to remember. I already said Mark Strong's Thaddeus Savannah starts out one place, ends another place. He's a pretty intimidating villain.
Oh yeah.
He's got the power of the 7 deadly sins, which are pretty cool looking for us,
Yeah.
but I could feel like they'd be kind of scary and traumatizing for younger kids. Especially that boardroom office scene. That was something else.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was
Probably the darkest scene in the movie.
Oh yeah, easily. And they really went for broke with it. They were like, oh no, I mean, they kept the PG-13 rating, but it was like, besides showing blood,
Yeah.
they pretty much went for it. I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh, as the doors were closing, you just saw people getting shredded. I was like, okay, did not expect that.
Yeah.
So again, nice surprise. He was actually one of my favorite DCU villains because there was more to him. The movie opens with kind of how he becomes a villain.
Yeah.
When was the last time a superhero movie opened where it wasn't about the hero, it was actually about the villain?
No idea.
I mean, I'm sure there has been a couple, but I don't remember the last one, and it was really...
Probably a very rare occurrence.
Yeah, it was very rare, and I really enjoyed it. It was a nice change of pace, because we're kind of oversaturated with superhero movies at this point. We have so many. So it was nice that the director and the producers and everything, everyone involved in the movie, wanted to do something different and take us kind of off guard and be like, oh no, we're going to show you the origin of the villain and the origin of the hero. I liked it. Anyway, I know the rest of the cast. His foster family was really good. I don't want to necessarily look up all of their names, but there were, I think there was 4 other family members, right? They were also really great.
Definitely.
I really enjoyed them. I mean, it was the small Asian kid who was super smart and almost to his own, like, to a fault.
Yeah.
And then the little girl who was just adorable in like every way, who adored Billy. And then you've got the older sister, and then the
older brother.
The older brother.
Yep.
And they were all really good. Most of these actors I hadn't seen before at all.
Me either.
And I was really impressed by them. The foster mom and dad were also really good.
Well, actually, I think the older sister was in the Annabelle creation, but she was way better in this movie.
That was her?
Yep.
Oh! See, she was actually one of the highlights for me of Annabelle Comes Home as well. I didn't think, I liked it more than you did, but I thought I recognized her. But in Shazam, I hadn't seen her in Annabelle yet, so I was like, oh.
Yeah.
By the way, Annabelle Trilogy reviews we'll be doing hopefully around Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, because I know we have thoughts about those
Yep.
movies. But anyways, she was definitely better in Shazam than Annabelle Comes Home. But she's a good actor, and I want to see more from her.
Yeah.
She was definitely a solid character. And then when they all become like their own versions of Shazam and the actors that got to play them and everything, some of them I recognize, some of them not so much. Finale of this movie, not a CGI fest. It's actually really there's a lot of practical effects done.
Oh yeah.
And it's so much fun. And the stakes are real too. Like it felt like characters could die at any moment, so I didn't feel like, oh, they're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
So anyways, I think that's the main cast. Have I left anybody out?
I don't think so.
No, because I would say the main cast is pretty unknown. It's the couple of people in the forefront, like Freddy and Shazam, the actors who play them, are more people that you've seen more of.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the cast in this movie, everyone was great, whether they were lesser known or whether they were definitely movie stars.
Yep.
Awesome. Can't wait to see Zachary Levi in another Shazam or just another movie. He's on my radar now. And I'm like, dude, you got it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but you got it. Yeah, so let's move on to the cinematography and the effects, and then we'll hit music real quick.
Yeah.
I don't remember who shot this movie, but this is a good-looking movie. This is a really... I mean, if you disagree with me,
And the cinematography was pretty average.
Yeah. Maxime Alexander was the cinematographer for it. He's done other films like... Oh, he did The Nun. Not a great film, but cinematography...
Annabelle Creation.
Cinematography was good. Maybe not a great movie, but cinematography was good. High Tension, that's a French horror film I haven't seen. Oh, and he shot The Haunting of Hill House and Crawl.
Never seen it.
Haunting of Hill House is on Netflix, that I haven't seen. Crawl, great, really well shot. So he's an experienced filmmaker, definitely. Cinematography and effects, like I said. The DCEU films have had an over-reliance on CGI and effects. I feel like Shazam and a little bit of Wonder Woman, they really nailed the practical and the visual. Their CGI, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you said, the cinematography is average, but the effects in this movie are good. I never kind of cringed because it was like, oh, that was bad.
Yeah.
So, anyway. Yeah, Maxime Alexander, good job, sir. Good looking movie. But then again, all these superhero movies look pretty good for many reasons.
Yeah.
Usually. And then the music, Benjamin Wallfish. He's a composer that hasn't been around as long. I believe he did, Blade Runner 2049. He composed It, Chapter 1.
Wow.
He's racking up a really good resume. He composed Dunkirk.
Wow.
Okay, so yeah, and then this year's Hellboy and then Serenity, but he's composed a good amount of films, and I think he's a cinematographer to watch out for. Very impressed by the, not cinematographer, composer. Very impressed by the music in Shazam. I wouldn't say it blew my socks off like Avengers Endgame, but I wasn't expecting it to. I was expecting it to be better than average, and it was.
Yeah.
So, that's really all I wanted to say. I think all you wanted to say about music and cinematography. You didn't really have that many complaints.
Nah.
I really enjoyed this movie. I can't wait to show it to more people now that you've watched it. I hope that you also tell other people about it who have kind of jumped off of the DCEU train and be like, hang on, Wonder Woman and Shazam, give them a shot.
Yeah. Shazam you could easily enjoy.
Yeah, I think it's very enjoyable. And it's very easy to enjoy, too, because it feels fresh even though we've gotten so many superhero movies.
Yeah.
That's an impressive feat. I mean, to feel fresh... And the fact that we've gotten, I don't even know how many superhero films in the last 10 years.
I'd say 30 plus.
It's a good estimate. Don't even try to count, just estimate.
No.
Yeah, so this movie was breath of fresh air, definitely what the DCEU needed. Not sure what's going to happen with Joker. I'm looking forward to seeing it, but I'm not expecting the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
We'll see how Joker turns out. I liked this lighter tone that DCEU was going for. I hope a Shazam 2 happens. Really enjoyed this movie. Definitely going to watch it many, many more times to come. So, stop beating around the bush. It's been long. The review's been long enough. I'm
Yeah.
gonna score Shazam. I'm gonna honestly give it a 9. It's my second favorite DCU film, right behind Wonder Woman, but they're literally neck and neck.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I would give Wonder Woman 8 and Shazam a 7.
Okay, all right,
Yep.
that's fair enough. Yep, but it's still above average movie. If you haven't seen Shazam, it didn't do particularly well at the box office. Avengers Endgame kind of just annihilated the box
Yeah.
office. But Shazam absolutely deserves your attention and your time. I think it's really enjoyable. It's only a little over 2 hours long, really
Yeah.
good pace. And it's just a really fun superhero movie that I think will surprise you by how self-aware and clever it is.
Yeah.
So that's it. 7 from him. No, was it 9 from
9.
me? Oh, God.
Forgot your own rating,
Yeah,
but
I
remember
I
mine.
forgot my own rating. Yes. Rub it in, why don't you?
Yeah.
That's our thoughts on Shazam. If you haven't seen it, we recommend it. And until then, I think, like we said, we're going to do the Annabelle trilogy at some point.
Yeah.
Many other... We want to do more horror movie reviews, especially around Halloween. You have something to say?
If I could make a suggestion, if you really wanted to beat a movie, let's review Us.
Oh, yes! That's a great idea. And we'll be talking about Get Out and Us at some point,
Yeah.
too. Because we have very differing opinions on Us.
Yeah.
But
But very similar on Get Out.
Yes. Oh, we could even talk about Hereditary and Midsommar once we see Midsommar.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it yet, right?
Nope.
Okay. So many more reviews to come. We just gotta find time to shoot them, but enjoy the ones that we have out on the channel, whole playlist, and we will be back hopefully very soon to talk about another movie, most likely a horror film.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys in that next review.
See ya.